Hello, welcome back to Dollars and Cents Kiwi. I'm Stacey if this is the first time we're meeting, and we have our first grocery haul today on this channel. So my budget was $175 and we cash stuffed that in a couple of videos ago. I'll link that video in the description if you haven't seen it. And I went slightly over budget. I spent a total of $184.54, and that's because I stocked up on a few items that I wasn't expecting to stock up on, but I always have a bit of a budget to you know, make sure that if I see a really good special I jump on it. A lot of people from my other channel, Farmer's Wife Homestead, wonder how I manage to buy groceries for you know, our weekly groceries or fortnightly, however I end up doing it, how I do it so cheaply. You will kind of see moving forward on this channel how I manage to do it by looking at the grocery hauls that I get. Anyway, if you are interested in a video predominantly just on how I manage to stock up my pantry and how I manage to buy things the way I do. Anyway, excuse my voice, I think I'm getting sick, so another reason why I nipped into town and got a few bits and pieces. Alright, so what I will do is put the camera down and I will show you what I have managed to get. Not sure the best way to film this, but we'll go with it. So first thing I picked up, and this came out of the household budget, not the food budget, is I got two of these from Woolworths, and they are $9.95 each, and it's a 40 pack. Yes, it's cheap and nasty, but we live on a farm and we have septic tank, so the thinner the paper the better for our septic system than, you know, having like 3-ply. It's still a 2-ply, but so I stocked up. I got two of those and that'll last us a few months. Right, the other household items that I got was a baking paper refill. It's only a 10 metre. I buy my tinfoil, cling wrap and baking paper in bulk, but I just haven't got the budget yet to get the big one, and yeah, so I just grabbed, I think it was like $2, so I grabbed that. I grabbed a little cat food. I need to go and get a big bag of that, but I'll just grab that for the meantime. And I stocked up on some Ziploc bags, so those items all came under household. I only put $20 down in my cash stuffing for household, so I think I would like to probably have that always sitting at about $100, so that if I see any good specials, like the Ziploc bags were on special, $3.49 a packet, I would have liked to have stocked up on that, but it just wasn't in my budget, so that's what I want to do. So what else did I get at Woolworths? So my Woolworths came to $54.80, and $5.80 of it came out was the cat food, and obviously the toilet paper and all that was separate. I also bought some shapes. Now I'm going to assume that you want the prices, so these were on special and I grabbed them for $3, just a little snacky snack. And then I grabbed a Just Juice, $2.50 for this little juice because my throat's starting to get a little bit sore. And what else did I get? The kilo of cat food was $5.80, and I picked up some meat. So I grabbed a 750 gram of mince, $18.90. It's not even a kilo. Oh my word, meat is getting so expensive. I remember when sausages and mince were your staple meats, and you could make a ton of things with them, and they were like $9 a kilo. Anyway, so that was $18.90, and I got a bulk schnitzel. It says it was new, and this was $25 for all this schnitzel, and it is a kilo of schnitzel, and it was $24.90 a kilo, and then the smaller packets were $26.90 a kilo. So I saved $2 a kilo just buying it in bulk, and this is going to be 2 meals for us. So we'll I'll crumb up a whole heap, and we will have like a gravy with it, and like mash or something like that, and then with the other half is going to be turned into a stir fry. And at Pack and Save I managed to get 4 bags of these Hoikin noodles, and they're 400 grams per bag, $1.50 per bag. So I grabbed 4 of those. So yeah, we'll turn half of that, or probably not even quite half, into a stir fry. So expensive, but you know, there's like almost $40 of my budget, or $30, yeah, $40 of my budget out of that $54.80 that I spent there. And also I spent $15 of that budget on the 19th of June, and I got a big 10 kilo pack of potatoes for $8.99, and I got some yams for $3 and 2 leeks at $1.49 each, and that came to $15. So that also came out of the $175 was my budget, and I spent $184.54. Alright, so we got the Hoikin noodles. We got a little treat. It was on special. I won't buy it unless it's on special. And this was $5.99. So that wasn't too bad. Right, we've got coffee for husband. So the Nescafe Classic, 180 grams for $11.39. I don't drink coffee, but he does, so that's, you know, what he enjoys. I've got the noodles. Right, I've got a whole tray of chopped tomatoes and juice. That's 400 gram tins, and the whole cardboard tray is $12. Is 12 tins at 89 cents each. I spent $10.68. So what I like to do, and this was how I managed to get everything stocked up, is what I did, is I take $20 of my budget every time, and if I see a really good special, I stock up on it. So these weren't on special, but I'm very, very low on tomatoes, so I thought, right, I'm just going to buy a whole tray, 12 of them, $10.68, so it's still left me with $9 something to stock up on something else, and I'll show you what else I got. Right, what else? We grabbed some bananas, so just some normal good old pajamas. Bananas, $4.11, and some mandarins. How weird, but there's the mandarins. They both came to $4.11. And of course mandarins are on special. Right, Angel Bay burgers, patties. So this was an impromptu stock up, because these, I love these. These are my go-to quick burgers. There are 6 in a packet, $9.99 on special. They are usually anywhere, I've seen the price anywhere, usually on special for $13 or $12.99, upwards of $15. So $9.99 was a brilliant bargain. I got 3 of them. Excuse me. Okay, next on the list is the beer battered chunky fries. So we like fries in this house. We don't deep fry them. We use the air fryer, so no oil. But I like them because they can work out cheaper than potatoes sometimes. But yeah, so I've got 2 different fries. I got those ones, and they were $3.79 on special. And I got my favourite ones, which are these ones, crinkle, and they were $3.99. And then sore throats and all, got some ice blocks just to have them in the house, and they were $5.99. And there is, I think it's 20. What else do we get? We got 2 of the baby peas. So 2 Pam's baby peas. They are 750 grams. They used to be a kilo. And they were peas, $2.79 each. And then the beans, I like the whole baby green beans, and they were $3.19 each. So I got 2 of those as well. Pastry. So I brought a pack of pastry just for real quick dinners, and then I don't have to make it up. So I grabbed that. It's starting to thaw out, and that was $5.99. And then I grabbed 2 of these. Now this is chicken bacon mozzarella ravioli. So I grabbed 2 of those. It was quite expensive in the respect that they were $5.49 each. So I grabbed 2 of them, and that will do like I usually do tortellini bake, but I'm going to do a ravioli bake. And I've got that recipe on Farmer's Wife Homestead, and it is, oh my gosh, it is so good. So good. So I will also link that video. Yeah, I can link that video in the description. What else do we get? I think I've covered, hash browns. Hash browns, a kilo, $5.99. Again, just a real quick, throw in the air fryer. I don't have to, you know, like roast up or do any mashed potatoes or something, so that can just go with a meal. And the last thing I got was a massive huge bag of bones for $4.99 for Trix, and I popped them in the freezer, so she's down to her last few bones. So that's it. $184.54 all up, so I'm quite happy with that. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed my low budget grocery haul, please leave me a comment and let me know what some of your ideas are for saving money, and what you do to save yourself. And also, yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, would you consider subscribing, please? This is a new channel, and I'd love for it to grow, and for the algorithm to push my videos out. Alright, thank you for joining me. The next one will probably be another cash stuffing, and we will go over the cash envelopes and what my limits are and how much I want to get for all of those envelopes. Alright, thank you for joining me today. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you, and I'll see you on the next one hopefully. Alright, bye for now.